Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Brian's Off-Grid Trailer. I'm Brian. I did a YouTube channel for a electric trawler, Brian's Electric Trawler, a little while ago. That boat since sank, unfortunately. Anyways, out of boating for right now, and now we're going to do some trailer work. So I'll show you what I'm planning to do with this, and I'll post some videos on a fairly regular basis. They'll be fairly short, unedited. So what you get is what you get. So anyways, I'll get this stuff posted up shortly. So as I said, I'm Brian. So the trailer is a 16 by 7.5 Weber Lane. It's made by Weber Lane. I'll show you the nameplate here in case you're interested in the specifications for it. So that's right there. That gives you the weight of each of the axles, total weight, and the gross vehicle weight of 3,200 kilograms, which is more than enough. So we're starting off with just a little over 22. This frame is aluminum on this trailer. So it's all aluminum, and I just picked it up from a company called Venture Trailers in Bradford, Ontario. Really exceptional service. Highly recommend talking to Nadia there, and she'll help you out if you're looking for a trailer. So this is the back of it. So 7.5 feet across, including the walls. So by the time I frame it all and so on, I'll get just over 7 feet. So the plan is to leave the floor as is and then put just laminate on it later on. On the left side here, we'll start off with a upright freezer. Above it will be the microwave. I got 8 feet of counter space that's coming here. Some of this stuff is salvaged from an RV that I had that failed on me. Then next will be a washing machine. And then beside that will be a shower space. And up here in the front in the V space, an extra 1.5 feet or so, I think I'm going to put a cabinet on the bottom as suggested by my son-in-law. Put a cabinet, countertop, and then underneath here will be my batteries. So this thing, as I said, will be off-grid. The plan is I'll use the 3 batteries that I have, 100 amp hour batteries, 3 of them at 48 volts, step down to 12 volts for the interior stuff. Run that through a 5,000 watt inverter, and it's all from EcoWorthy. And on the top, I will put the solar panels. I have 12 of them, but there's only room for 9 on this, so I'll put 9 solar panels on here. So that'll get me 9.2, so about 1,800 watts of power, probably a little less by the time you add it all up. Some of the wiring that's in here is just put in when they built the trailer new, so all that's gonna come out. I don't need any of that. So once I take these walls, I'm going to strip them off right now, this furring strip and the plywood that's all on here as well. Expose the aluminum studs that are in here. Then I'm going to frame it out. So I'm going to use a strap, probably about 1 inch thick, strap it out, and that'll give me room for spray foam. It's booked in to get spray foamed on Friday this week here in Ottawa, and I'm going to use a local company for that. So we'll get it all spray foamed, so the ceiling, the walls, front, and the doors as well. So it's got the 2 big doors in the back, and then the 1 smaller door here off on the right hand side. And I'll get them all foamed with about 2 inches of foam, and also going to spray the floor from underneath so it'll be fully encapsulated. And in between there, or maybe even before that, I'll get in some windows. So the idea would be to cut in 1 maybe 30-inch window on this side, another one here in the left. I might put some on the barn doors in the back. I haven't decided that yet, and where I'm going to put all those windows. And then on the right hand side of the trailer, turning around here, I'm going to be putting the bed here. It'll be just a single bed, and it'll flip up on a hinge. And then the hinge, that will give me some more floor space, and underneath that is going to be my water tank. So that's my fresh water tank. I'll use a bladder this time instead of a hard tank, and the bladder is 35 gallons, and I'll have room probably to put 2 in there if I need to. And then I'll run a water pipe across to the other side, and under the sink on this side will be a hot water tank and the water pump. And the water tank is only 1 gallon, so it's just enough to wash dishes and so on. And then for the shower, I've been trying this out in the RV already. You can do a shower with a gallon of hot water quite easily. You just got to be a little quick. You have to do what's called a Navy shower. So in the Navy, we call them a pusser shower. So you get yourself wet, shut it off, soap up, rinse off, you're done. And it works quite well. So yeah, so we'll see what happens as I get started. So the first thing right now is to get all this plywood ripped off, and then start framing it out for tomorrow. And then solar panels have to go on as well. That has to all be mounted before I do the spray foam. So we'll see how that all goes. That's about all of it for right now. So let's start the demo. I'll show some pictures of what it looks like when the walls have all been exposed. So welcome to the channel, Brian's off-grid trailer. I don't need to plug in, so the idea would be to run purely off solar, which will run all my appliances. I'm not going to have any propane in it at all. Everything's going to be electric. Cooktop, oven, freezer, washing machine, everything's electric. And I've tried it already. It does work in the RV. I have more than enough power. I never use more than 25% of battery in a given day. And that was even with using some electric heat. So no propane. If it gets really, really cold, then I may install a diesel heater on the front out here on the tongue. And that will be, I don't think I'm going to need it very often, but there should be enough room to mount a diesel heater right here, and that'll give me some of that. So without propane tanks, that saves some heat, a lot of weight and so on. This trailer does come with electric jack. It's an option with the battery on it as well, and the extended tongue. This long extended tongue is not standard on these trailers that came with it. They just happen to have this one in stock, so I jumped on it. So yeah, so that's it for now. Let's get to work and start taking this thing apart, and we'll see how these things posted. Today is what are we, the 20th of June, 21st of June or so. I'll put the dates on as I publish them onto YouTube. Anyways, that's Brian's off-grid trailer. We'll keep in touch.